Welcome to the 2021 version of the 5-minute webinar series, looking at the way the new and revised standards work. My name is Ken Gaines, and I am the Technical Advisor for the Digital and IT sector here at City & Guilds. This webinar will look at the first element of the assessment method, project and Q&A. This will be the project and the project report. The End-point Assessment, EPA, will now involve a project with a Q&A as one assessment method, and the other will be a professional discussion based on the portfolio. Most assessment plans require the apprentice to provide a project report to be submitted prior to the Q&A session, but some may also require the apprentice to do a presentation at the Q&A session itself. The End-point Assessment, the EPA, still requires a project to be completed. But these are not synoptic projects any longer, set by City & Guilds or any other EPAO. With the exception for network engineer and part of the cybersecurity technologist that we'd happily discuss with you on a one-to-one basis. The project is now about the apprentice having time to do something of value for their employer. It must not be an assignment of your making that you can use across multiple apprentices. It should not be something they've done already, but may be a small part of a larger project they are involved with already. For example, they may be a software developer putting together a CRM system. There's still a bit to do, say development of the reports or setting up the user access. These elements could actually form the project that would be done post-gateway. Each standard shows a time allocated to the project. This time includes writing up the project report and in some cases a presentation if required. The project must cover the knowledge, skills and behaviours, the KSBs for this assessment method, and that needs to be shown in the project report submitted. There is no opportunity to have any missing items picked up in the professional discussion. This assessment method, both the project report and the Q&A combined, will be graded fail, pass or distinction. The grade here will be combined with the grade from the professional discussion to give an overall grading of fail, pass, merit and distinction. To help you, the apprentice and employer, to decide on a type of project that the apprentice can do, City & Guilds has provided a number of examples in its EPA Centre Guide and exemplar materials to be found on EPA Pro and our website. You are not required to supervise the project, as it is envisaged that this will fit in with the apprentice's daily work and overseen by their manager, mentor or supervisor. While the apprentice will have several weeks to do the project and write the subsequent project report, this does not mean that the project has to last all of that time. The longer allocation of time is to allow any research or monitoring to take place. For example, a network system might need monitoring or website analytics for SEO, etc. The key parts to note are it must be of use to the employer and it must cover the KSBs for the assessment method. You can, of course, work with the apprentice and employer to ensure the project is suitable and will cover the KSBs required. For more information and support, we have various ways for you to contact us and several webinars and newsletters for you to refer to. The government also has various sites to get the latest updates on funding, and IFATE have their own site for you to check what is being revised in terms of standards, as well as getting the new standards and assessment plans. David and I are also at the end of an email if you wish to chat further in terms of City & Guilds' approach to digital standards. We would be happy to set up calls with you to discuss this further. Thank you for listening, and check out the other webinars in the latest 2021 series available on the Digital and IT Updates and Webinar page at cityandguilds.com.